our field has gone through significant changes in the last few years. What was once a very obscure field of computer science, machine learning that no one knew, is now a far more important field. It is a field which is being considered by governments, by large national agencies, by large companies, by our large universities and so on. So necessarily, as our field is changing, the way we are thinking about our field needs to change. We need to become more responsive, reactive, responsible to the kinds of communities that we are all working to serve. And so I think the work of ethics has been so powerful in shaping the way we are thinking about our field. It's not just ethics, but it is also about what it means to put ethics into practice and the tensions that comes up when we want to do that kind of work. And I think we are building that muscle, and hopefully more and more people will get involved. And as we are each holding each other to account, this will make us that more responsible field of machine learning, where we can actually use machine learning to solve some of our world's large, complex challenges that are actually working towards the well-being of everyone.
Yes, I think machine learning is heading into the realization that it's actually scrambling up three things, which is the business side, engineering side, and the scientific side of something. And obviously, like lots of scientists are like realizing that, okay, they've got a lot of money for their research, they get a lot of attention, but that there's a price to pay for this. And I started realizing this actually myself when I'm doing some introduction for my machine learning part of my lectures or something, and then I always had the feeling I'm selling something, or I'm like kind of doing a business pitch or something. And then I realized actually there's a scientific question of machine learning which is completely different from like introducing how cool these algorithms are and what they can do. And so, for example, myself, I started to really separate this. So this is the scientific question, and this needs different methods, it needs different benchmarks, it needs completely different ways to analyze and evaluate what's good papers and what's bad. So I think machine learning is actually not heading into a different topic, but I think they will have to tidy up very much what's science and what's not.
A lot of things that I have not succeeded, yet is probably the right word. So one thing I would really like to understand and learn in depth complicated physical theory, such as string theory. I think this is hopeless, probably. Another thing that is probably yet is appropriate is I really want to study systematically biology. I'm now working with many people from this domain, and I probably learned a little bit from them, but it's completely chaotic and lacks any system. So I wouldn't mind doing another degree in this field.
There is one thing I've had it on my New Year's resolutions for the last few years, which was to study a book on stochastic differential equations and their role in machine learning. And every year I have been saying, oh, by the end of this year, I'm going to be so good. I'm going to read these SDEs like I can read an integral. In my bones, deeply inside, I have failed to do that so far, for good and bad reasons. So I hope I still have it on my to-do list. It is on this year's New Year's resolution as well. One day I will become that SDE expert, and a whole new world of modeling will be available to me, and a whole new set of basic research questions.
My self-pitch, no, absolutely not. That's very simple. Also here we have to really tear apart where something is a business perspective on quantum machine learning and something is a scientific perspective. And from the scientific side, I think we hope this maybe in the first years that there will be this big breakthrough. We'll immediately see we can do things so much better and have a proof and a result. And I think everything that you do research about, if it was that simple, it wouldn't be worth researching it. And it turned out it's actually very complex. It actually depends on which angle you take, depends on how you approach the topic, which questions you ask, like everywhere else. And I propose that, or I suppose quantum machine learning will, at some stage when these devices are ready, be part of machine learning and will be part of all the pipelines or specific pipelines for specific applications. But it will be good for some things and not good for others, as usual.